Good morning, students. In continuation of last class, where I told you the characteristics of perfect competition, today I will tell you how are the revenue curves and cost curves under perfect competition. Revenue curves, that is AR, TR and MR. AR is the average revenue, TR is total revenue and MR is marginal revenue. Q shows the quantity. Quantity is continuously increasing 1 up to 10. Price, as it is perfect competition, it is uniform 16 in all the cases, and TR is obtained when we multiply price into quantity. That is 1 into 16 gives us 16, 16 to the 32 and so on. By multiplying various quantity into prices, we get the total revenue which shows an increasing trend. Marginal revenue is additional revenue obtained by selling of additional unit, or we can say marginal revenue is change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. That is obtained like 32 minus 16 and 2 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 gives us 16. Next, for example, 42 minus 32, that is change in total revenue, and 3 minus 2, that is change in quantity. So we get and then again 16. So we see that the marginal revenue is also same as average revenue. And on this basis, when we make the diagram, we see that on x-axis there is output and on y-axis there is average revenue and marginal revenue. So at various output levels, the price is constant 16. So here the price is 16 or AR is 16. And MR is also coinciding in AR because by selling an additional unit you obtain only 16. Therefore, AR is equal to MR under perfect competition. Now, we can also draw the total revenue curve. On x-axis we have taken the output and on y-axis total revenue. So when we plot this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on x-axis, we will plot respectively the TR, which is 16, 32, 48, 64 and so on. So the curve derived is a straight line. This shows that as we increase the sale of quantity, the total revenue keeps on increasing, and when output is 0, total revenue is also 0. Therefore, it is starting from the origin. So here I have told you about the revenue curves. Now, earlier I have told you that there are many firms in perfect competition which make an industry. So, the price determined under perfect competition is where total demand is equal to total supply. So here we see, for example, again on x-axis the output is taken. This shows the industry and this shows the firm. So here when D is equal to S at E, the price determined is OP1 and the quantity is OQ1. So we see that this OP1 price is accepted by all the firms. As I told you that firms are price takers and quantity adjusters. So at OP1, the demand curve for each firm is AR1 is equal to MR1. Suppose there is change in demand, the D increases to D1. Therefore, a new equilibrium is formed at E1, which shows that the price changes and increases to OP2 and quantity also increases to OQ2. Now the firms will accept OP2 price here and their demand curve will shift upward. AR2 is equal to MR2. At this price, all the firms can sell the quantity they want. Now, here we show the cost curves under perfect competition. As you all know that there are two types of cost, total fixed cost and total variable cost. Total fixed cost are, for example, machinery, land, building and so on. So this remains fixed even when the output is 0, total fixed cost is 0. So here we see that OC, that is TFC, which is a straight line, shows the fixed cost, and variable cost, which is incurred on variable factors of production like raw materials, labor and so on. So when the variable factors are not employed, the variable cost is zero, and as we increases the variable factors of production, the variable cost also increases. And when we add TFC to TVC, we obtain the total costs. This figure shows the TFC, TVC and TC. Now when we divide all these by quantity, we get the average concept. Here it is shown the AFC, which is continuously fall, and then the AVC, and adding AFC and ABC we get the AC, which is average cost. And here the MC, marginal cost, is also seen where it cuts the minimum point of AC. So the relationship can be also described here, that AC and MC, when MC and AC falls, MC falls at a rapid rate, MC cuts AC at a new minimum point, and when both increases, MC increases at a rapid rate. So now we come to the approaches to equilibrium of a firm under perfect competition. There are two approaches, TR, TC and MR, MC. So first we will describe the TR, TC approach to equilibrium of a firm. Here the TR curve is straight, and TC, because it has the fixed cost also, so it doesn't start from 0, but it starts from F here. So this is the total cost, and according to this, the equilibrium of a firm is where the distance between, or the difference between TR and TC is maximum. So to derive this maximum distance, we draw a parallel line JK, where it touches this TC curve. There the optimum output is derived, which is OM. Clear? So in this figure, beside this, the optimum output, we can also show the break-even points, which is L and M. L and M are break-even points because at these points TR is equal to TC. That is, there is no loss, no profit. That's why it is break-even point. The next approach is MR-MC approach to equilibrium. Here see, on the x-axis again we have taken the output, and on y-axis revenue and cost. The revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue is a straight line in perfect competition. AR is equal to MR, and this curve shows the marginal cost curves. So the first condition of equilibrium is where MR is equal to MC, and this condition is satisfied on F and E, but both cannot be an equilibrium points. Here we see that MC is falling, and here again MR is greater than MC. Therefore the firm will exceed and increase the output. So F is not the equilibrium point. But the second condition to equilibrium is that MC cuts MR from below, which is at E. So E is the equilibrium condition where both the conditions are satisfied. MR is equal to MC and MC cuts MR from below. Here, after this point, after E, marginal cost is getting greater than revenue. Therefore, output will be up to E point, and this will be an equilibrium of a firm. So, students, today in this class, I have showed you, I have told you about the equilibrium of the firm, and there are two approaches, TR and TC, MR and MC. So we will meet in next class where we will deal with the short run equilibrium of a firm. Thank you.